Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Election Night 2024. We're here to look at the United States Senate races in our December prediction. So let's get into it. So as of right now, present day, the GOP has 38 seats that are uncontested, and the Democrats have 28 states that are uncontested. There are currently 34 seats in the United States Senate that are being challenged and up for re-election. Some senators are retiring. Specifically, Dianne Feinstein was the only senator that died, and that there would be a special election, allegedly, in California, I would believe, but we gotta see. I would imagine there would be a special election coming up, but it doesn't see there's one yet. But yes, we got 6 U.S. senators that are retiring. Most are Democrats. Apparently, there are 4 Democrats that are retiring, and 2 Republicans. So let's get into this video. We're going to project the state of Vermont. Bernie Sanders has successfully won re-election in the state of Vermont. This is a solid win for Bernie Sanders. Well, he hasn't really declared his run, but as of yet, but this is a most likely Bernie Sanders here. West Virginia, too close to call. Too close to call in the state of West Virginia. Normally we'd have that state. We're going to cover now Indiana. And Indiana, we are going to see, yes, Indiana will be a Republican hold here. Republicans will hold their district in Indiana. That said, electing their new senator. Let's see. We now look at the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Senator Warren is successfully going to be reelected to the United States Senate by her biggest win yet in her political career. So this means Democrats have 30 in the House. In Maryland, same deal. Democrats win in Maryland, as well as in Rhode Island and New York. New Jersey is too close to call. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Bob Menendez in this video. As you know, Bob Menendez is very unpopular, and seems like he is underperforming in the finances and in the polls by a lot. So I don't know, but if it is Bob Menendez, it would be a Republican for sure. So we will see how that would probably go. But anyway, we're going to leave New Jersey out there for now. We're going to turn our Pennsylvania too close to call. In the state of Connecticut, it's safe to call for Democrats in the state of Connecticut. Let's turn now to the state of Delaware. They are calling for Democrats also in that state. The state of Tennessee is a hold for Republicans. And I'm seeing here in Mississippi, solid safe. It is going solid safe Republican, boosting Republicans to 41 in the game here. West Virginia, as West Virginia is going safe Republican. This is the first flip in the game. This is the very first flip. And if you will, I want to do like a kind of have it in. And yeah, the first flip in this race, West Virginia. Florida, too close to call as we see for now, but Missouri, we are taking a look at the state of Missouri. We could possibly call Missouri, and we will call Missouri for the Republicans. Republicans have won the state of Missouri. Minnesota is up for grabs. Senator Amy Klobuchar running for re-election. She successfully wins this contest, winning re-election to a fourth term in office, keeping it going from there. Wisconsin, too close to call. Michigan, too close to call. Ohio, too close to call. Virginia is possibly going to be called. Let's see, allegedly, yes, Tim Kaine is aiming for his re-election. We're going to call it for him. Senator Tim Kaine wins re-election in the United States Senate. Now we have the special election and the special election and the actual regular election in Nebraska. It's safe to call both of those as of right now. It's going for Republicans. North Dakota is up for grabs. Also a safe Republican here. Wyoming is also a safe Republican. And we are now looking at the state of California. California, we know this Democrats are going to win this state, but the question is, are Democrats really going to perform? Who's going to be the senator? As we know, some say incumbent Senator Butler, but she has not mentioned a attempt in the run whatsoever. A lot say Katie Porter or Adam Schiff, but nevertheless, whoever you think the senator is going to be, it's going to be Democratic regardless. So we are going to project here Democrats winning California. So now we take more closer looks. Here we have the state of Washington. Also, we are also going to call this a safe Democrat. This Democrat senator, let's see who it is. Maria Cantwell. Yes, I believe she is a popular senator by most. She performed well. Well, not as popular as well, she is popular. I mean, it's Washington. You get what I'm saying. It's Washington, blue state. Speaking of blue state, we're going to call the state of New Mexico. The state of New Mexico successfully going blue. A Democrat hold. However, Republicans are in the lead with 47 seats. Let's take a look at Utah. In Utah, we know Senator Mitt Romney is not running for re-election. Thus said, setting up the stage for whoever, who knows who. Regardless, it is a Republican hold. There is no debate on that. Now we are going to take a look at the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin, Tammy Baldwin, pretty popular. However, it is too close to call as of right now. We take a look at Florida. Florida is Rick Scott is trying to perform a Ron DeSantis, Rick Scott type of performance. Right now, it's most likely going to go to him, although he did lose one poll to Debbie McCarsall-Polwell, according to Global Strategy Group. But ultimately, we're going to have to announce Rick Scott has won re-election in the state of Florida. Texas too close to call as of right now. We could possibly check on Michigan, but we're going to take a dive in New Jersey. We have confirmed New Jersey has gone blue. New Jersey Democrats have held on to New Jersey. Maine, the independent Angus King wins re-election in the state of Maine. In Pennsylvania, we have a close, not somewhat close, it's tossed up for sure, but ultimately we're going to put this, we're going to call this race for the Democrats. Bob Casey Jr. wins re-election as United States Senator. We take a look at the state of Michigan. Too close to call. In the state of Texas, it's going Ted Cruz successfully wins re-election in the state of Texas. That said, if Republicans just need one more seat, if they win one more seat, they will most likely carry the Senate. That said, Senate is out there at stake right now. Most media, Fox News has already called this a GOP win. Ultimately, we have decided to call Tammy Baldwin a win in Wisconsin. Also a win in Michigan. Democrats winning 2 swing states. However, the question and the concern is Arizona, still close to call. Nevada, the Silver Star, I think it's a Silver Star state. It has to be, but yeah, tilting, leaning. Ultimately, we're going to call this a Jackie Rosen win. Jackie Rosen wins re-election in the state of Nevada. This is, so far we've got one flip in this game. We have the Arizona is too close to call. Montana, we'll see here a red state. It's not looking so good for the incumbent Jon Tester. We've seen current polls being more tossed up. Ultimately, it remains undecided. However, we're going to keep this. It's a hard one. It really is a hard one because we see Jon Tester performing well in polls against Greg Gianforte, and even against Matt Rosendale. But it really, really depends. Like Tim Sheehy wouldn't be the right guy, but it seems like Sheehy is the only one. Sheehy had won a couple polls, so it really is a hard one. It really is, if you will. So yes, Montana, too close to call. However, we're going to take a look at Arizona. We could possibly call Arizona right now. Yes, it looks like Democrats have seen the edge in this seat. You would expect Ruben Gallego to have a more harder grab with the left. However, the left has kind of abandoned Kyrsten Sinema, more rallying up more centrist votes here. Ultimately, however, we are calling this race for the Democrats in Arizona. This is a flip, technically, because if you think, technically, Kyrsten Sinema is an independent, you know? Montana. It was a difficult decision to make in the state of Montana. However, there has been many hypothetical polls. Jon Tester has originally just won one poll in Emerson College against the incumbent Jim Sheehy. Recently, in October of 2023, we're going to make the difficult decision. Republicans have flipped Montana by just a tiny bit. Republicans have won the United States Senate once, as anticipated here. Actually, they did. However, we forget one state. We forgot one state. Two states. We forgot to call Hawaii, which makes sense because Hawaii's far away. Well, Hawaii will be going for Democrats. They almost freaked out, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the situation in Ohio. Ohio, we see Sherrod Brown raising a significant amount of money. Ultimately, we have come to the conclusion that Republicans have also flipped this state also. So, well, possibly. Let's see. That's what we're thinking. We're possibly thinking. CNN analysis predicts a Republican tilt, or meaning this would be a flip. But what we are seeing here a very close race. Sherrod Brown does triumph in most of these polls. Let's see. However, we have decided that, just checking one more time, we are going to call Ohio for Republicans. Whoops, yes, this is a flip. Ohio has indeed flipped to the Republican Party. This has concluded our prediction. Yes, Republicans 52 in the Senate, Democrats 48. So this is our December prediction. What do you guys think? Anyway, I'm glad to see our prediction going well. We are going to check out what it's going to look like in January next month. I'll see you guys in the next prediction, and I'll see you all in the next political episode.